What up, though, y'all? It's Chris, broadcasting from the D. Out here early morning. We about to get this gym going and out of the way, because the further it get pushed back, the harder it is to get over there to it. But let's talk about R. Kelly, man. Apparently, according to his lawyer, there's been some attempt on his life. He's been hospitalized, supposedly because of a drug overdose. Now, I'm not all that convinced with this, and I'll tell y'all why. Like a week ago, R. Kelly's lawyer put it out there that there's some hit on him. You know, that there's some sort of contract on him uh, to cover up some sort of misconduct with the way his case was handled. Now, you know, if you're somebody that has paid attention to this situation from start to finish, you're gonna be hard pressed to believe that R. Kelly got a unfair trial, that he's not exactly where he should be. And I say this as someone who's a fan of his music. Robert Kelly, the man, I really have no use for. R. Kelly, the artist, I think is absolutely brilliant. And it's a shame that things have turned out this way. But he claimed that there was some attempt on his life. You skip forward now. Oh, look. People gave him an overdose. You know, his medicine that he's supposed to have, he was given twice the amount he was supposed to have, so he had to be hospitalized for an overdose. He's using this as, see, I told you so, I told you so. And I'm looking at it as, no, that thing you said a week ago just kind of seemed like you trying to create a bit of an artificial paper trail for something that was already planned. Him saying that there was some supposed contract on Kale's head, and then now a week later, oh, he was given an overdose on his drugs. It's just not really all that convincing. Kale's, I think, is just trying to get up out of there. I mean, I get it. He got some sort of 30-year sentence for everything that he was found guilty of. Got like a total of 30 years. And for a man that's his age, that can effectively be a life sentence. Let's say hypothetically you're 55 going into prison, and you got a 30-year sentence. You're not seeing the outside until 85. You may not make it. So depending on how old you are, a 30-year sentence absolutely can be an end of life scenario. So as a result, I think Kels is just doing everything he can to get up out of there, or try to get up out of there. I don't blame him. I get it. No one wants to be in prison. Even people who absolutely deserve to be in prison don't want to be in prison. He's not trying to become institutionalized. Now, you know, this situation is very different from Tory Lanez. You know, Tory Lanez, I never thought was guilty. The attempt on Tory Lanez life was real. Dude got poked up 14 times. You know, that was crazy. This stuff with Kels, the medicine that he is always given every day, conveniently one day he was given twice the amount as normal, and this was right after the lawyer alleging that there was some plot on his life at play here. It's you know what I mean? It just don't really seem like there's anything here. You got a lawyer that's on the outside being paid to try to figure out a way to shorten his time, or get him out of there if need be. Try to find little cracks in the case to use that as, oh, we should get a whole new retrial because of this, whatever. So I mean, lawyers gonna lawyer. This is all that is. And guys that have been convicted of crimes and got decades, they have the means and the influence to try to beat the system or play the system, that's what they're gonna do. And it seems like that's really what's happening here. So, not convinced here. R. Kelly situation, I really don't think he's in danger like that. Maybe he is, and I just don't know, because I am on the outside looking in. So I could very well just be an ignorant SOB out here talking out of his ass. So I will go ahead and throw that out there. I don't know. I could totally be wrong about this, but just based on how Kells has moved since going behind bars, this man has tried every little thing he possibly could to try to get an early release. I think he was talking about something with diabetes or something before. Don't quote me on that, but it was some really minor medical thing. Not that diabetes is minor, but you get what I'm saying. Who gets released based on that? It was something of that ilk, where he was trying to use that as justification for why he should be released. So since he's been in there, he's tried it over and over and over to use various different things to get out, and this just seems like yet another attempt. So that's pretty much what I have to say about the R. Kelly thing. If this develops into more than this, I'll touch back on it. If I end up being wrong and it's proven that this is legit and not just Kells trying to get out, I will fall on this sword. I will make a video referencing what I said here and admitting that I am wrong. So if I'm wrong, look for that. I will absolutely fall on my sword. I have no problem doing that. Unlike other people, if I'm wrong, I'll admit it, because I think it's very important to admit, especially as a man, when you are wrong. I'm just not really convinced in this case here, man. So I'm gonna leave it there, you guys. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do, and hit me in them comments. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.